Hey fellow Star Citizens, Scrapchat here. In this episode, I want to review which ships I would buy with real money. Why with real money? Because since I started playing in the beginning of the year, I've experienced two database wipes that killed my fleet of ships. The first wipe definitely took me down to almost nothing, and the second wipe, SIG was very kind to me and gave me 62 million credits, probably by accident, which I then turned around and rebought my entire fleet, plus a Carrack. Those two incidents, though, got me thinking, rather than just willy-nilly buying ships when they come on sale because they're cool, I should focus on buying ships that fill a specific role that will help me earn credits so that I can buy the fun ships. What I've done is compiled a list of ships I have flown and have found to be very useful in either earning credits or helping me move up the rep ladder. I'm not saying that these are perfect choices for anyone but me. In fact, I've seen at least one of my favorite ships regularly trashed, but when I've used it, it fulfilled its role really well for me. I'd love to hear your favorite ships for completing the roles I'll be listing. Okay, let's get started. First, let's talk about bounties. Below ERT, I really love my RSI Scorpius. 4 size 3 Panthers, 16 size 2 electromagnetic missiles on an X-Wing space frame is the bomb for me. And when I can convince the wife to come along and man the turret with 4 more Panthers, I just get shivers thinking about that. An honorable mention, and one I use a lot, is the Asperia Talon Shrike. I know the ship gets a lot of hate, but as a super stealthy missile platform against everything but ERTs, it's the bomb. I can make up to 6 runs firing 4 size 3 missiles within 4 kilometers and never take a hit. It's fast, and I can put just enough distance between it and hostiles that they never get a shot off, and I can just flip around and come right back at a bounty if I need to. So yeah, when this little bird shows up on a pledge store, you bet I'll be cracking open my wallet for sure. For ERTs, I'm pretty certain any idiot can be unstoppable in an Aegis Eclipse. Outfitted with 3 size 9 Seekers, I would literally run 3 ERT missions back to back, followed by a pit stop for a few minutes on a moon I was already at anyway, and restock. Assuming the restock wasn't bugged, I'd go run another 3. The entire encounter from the time I was within 20 kilometers lasted maybe a minute before I was zipping away, usually unscathed and 25,000 credits richer. Now let's talk about bunkers. I have 2 categories, friendly and unfriendly. For friendly bunkers, my go-to ship is the Aegis Avenger Titan. Besides being an awesome starter ship, it has plenty of room for even a 2 SCU box that I can take with me when I want to do some looting, and plenty of inventory space. In general, the Titan can certainly fill all sorts of roles, but this one it's really good at for me. The honorable mention for this category is the Anvil Pisces, which also does well in this role, but compared to the Titan, it just can't perform as well in other roles. Now, unfriendly bunkers. My go-to ship here that I would pay real money for is the Crusader Mercury Star Runner. Besides being a really cool ship, it has a great cargo area that I can fit all sorts of vehicles that I love to use to transport myself to those less than hospitable bunkers. In fact, it has room not only for the vehicle of my choice, but a 2 SCU box if I really want to bring one along. So yeah, I'd pay for this one. The honorable mention award in this category goes to Drake Cutlass Black. It handles well enough at atmosphere and has room for my mule, and can fill lots of other roles on my list in a pinch. Alright, let's talk about ground vehicles for a minute. For transportation to said bunkers, at the top of my list is the mule. Since you can't transport a 1 SCU or 2 SCU box yet in either the Ursa or mule, and I haven't tested some of the larger vehicles as transports, I have to go with the mule as the one I'd be willing to put cold hard cash on. Its handling characteristics are better than the Ursa, lighting is better, and can turn on a dime. And when the cargo refactor actually happens, I think the mule will be dope. Now onto one of my favorite categories, running cargo. And the top dog for me that I really hope is available in November to purchase in the pledge store is the Crusader C2 Hercules Starlifter. What's not to love here? It has the most cargo capacity of any ship in the verse, and it handles amazingly well for its size. I can easily grind 260,000 credits an hour with one of these, barring app crashes and 30Ks. The honorable mention in this category has to go to the Drake Caterpillar. It has an awesome interior but flies like a brick, which is pretty much why I didn't buy it again when I won the lottery when 3.172 dropped. Awesome fun ship to look at, crap to fly when compared to the C2. For those of you who enjoy a little cave mining, which is both relaxing and profitable, I once again turn to my Avenger Titan for shoehorning my way down into a deep, deep cave. Plenty of room for you to transfer your rocks to, or just take a break and relax. The runner-up definitely performs this function just as well. I just like the extra room of the Titan. The Anvil Pisces once again takes second place. Now, many ships can make deliveries. I've used an Origin 100i, a Drake Cutlass Black, and even an RSI Aurora MR, but I always seem to come back to the Aegis Avenger Titan. It seems to be in that happy medium of not too big and not too small when it comes to making those important deliveries. And again, the Anvil Pisces picks up second place. This little ship is just too easy to fly around and has the right amount of space in the back for 3 packages that the Origin and RSI starter ships just seem to lack. Okay, let's talk mining. Back when I first started, that's when I was working towards my own MISC prospector, and after killing enough illegal monitors, I was able to get it, and loved it. Until I bought an Argo mole. Suddenly, my storage capacity issues disappeared completely. While I loved the little prospector, I found I was leaving Quantanium on the table as I could only fit so much. The only downside to the mole was that I operated it in solo mode, which requires a lot of changing seats. So the mole won out in the end, but the prospector was definitely a solid second. And now for the final category, and what I call small mining. The ground vehicles of choice that I feel is really worth every penny is the Rock, at only $55. I've been all over Aberdeen with this little guy. I have no complaints, although I have yet to try the Rock DS, so I have nothing really to compare it to. But for the price, I'm comfortable with owning one as part of my let's make money after a wipe plan. As for transporting said Rock, I really love the Crusader Mercury Star Runner for this. The Rock fits nicely inside with plenty of room to spare. It handles well in atmosphere and is just a pleasant ship to have to work with. The runner-up is of course the Drake Cutlass Black. It's a bit of a tight fit, but for the price on the pledge store, plus being a starter ship, this is actually a great way to get into small mining. My only beef with small mining is that you need to be on a stable server, unless you want to keep running back to the nearest trade terminal to sell your rocks after each and every successful mining operation. So those are the ships I would definitely pay real money for if they ever appear on the pledge store. Let me know in the comments what yours would be and why. I'd love to know. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Scrapjet out.